Hello everyone, today we will learn how to update HubSpot contact from Jotform submission. Suppose that you are submitting a form and entering your details to have some correction in your contact and you want that contact that exists in your HubSpot account should be updated automatically whenever a new form is submitted. But it cannot take place automatically because both of these applications do not have a direct connection between them. But what if I tell you to ease your problem that we can automate this process with the help of Pabbly Connect? We will today create such an integration where our trigger will be a new form submitted in Jotform and our action will be to update a contact in your HubSpot. Let us learn how to do it. So in this video, I will teach you how can you update a HubSpot contact using any Jotform submission. Today we will be using Jotform as a form builder application and HubSpot, as you all know, is a CRM application. Here are certain contacts that have already been created. Now suppose that any person who submits in the Jotform for a correction in their detail. So we will use that information from the Jotform submission to update that specific contact over here. Either the phone number will be updated or the name will be updated for that specific contact. We will be doing this with the help of Pabbly. As you can see, this is the landing page of Pabbly, and on the right side you have two options: sign up for free and sign in. If you don't have an existing account, click on sign up for free, but since I'm having one, I will click on sign in. This will take me to the login page of Pabbly, where I will just click on sign in with Google and then I will be logged in into the account. You can see all the applications that are provided to create automation by Pabbly. Today we will be connecting to applications, that is Jotform and HubSpot, so we will be using Pabbly Connect for that purpose. Click on access now and then you will reach the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. As soon as you reach here, you will be able to see a big blue button on the right side where it is written Create Workflow. Click on the button and then choose a suitable name for your workflow. I'm going to name it as Update HubSpot Contact from Jotform Submission. Click on Create and then a blank workflow will be created for you, like you can see on the screen. There are two boxes. One has trigger written over it and the other has action. Now what is this trigger and action? A trigger is when this happens and action is do this, which means that trigger is an event that will take place in your chosen application that you can call your trigger application. And then when that triggers your application, this workflow will move towards the action application, and the assigned action that you will be assigning for your action application will be performed. For today's automation, our trigger application is going to be Jotform because the updating of the contact will be done through the information that will be captured from the submission of the form. So the event is going to be a new response that will be received from Jotform. Now you have to use this webhook URL provided to you by Pabbly Connect to connect your Pabbly Connect and Jotform account. So for that, you will go to your Jotform account. Like you can see, here are several forms that have been created. I will be using this form on the second number for my automation today. So when you go to this form, you have to click on the more option given to you and then go to the settings. Click on settings and then you will reach this page where you have to find integrations in the left side panel. You have to search for webhooks over here. Click on webhook and then it will ask you to add a webhook URL over here. So remove this part, copy it from here and see that as soon as you click on copy, it will start waiting for a response. So we will go back to our webhook integration and paste it over here. Click on complete integration and then it will take a while and say that yes, the integration is ready, which means that any submission to this form that I have opened over here will be captured by Pabbly Connect and you will get the response right here in front of you in your workflow. So we will fill up this form. So before you fill up your form, remember that you have to choose one contact from here only because we are creating this automation in order to choose one contact from here and update any one detail. Okay, so for example, I'm going to use this person as admin user and this is the email address of this person. So our first name is admin, second name is user, the email address was this. This is the email address of the person and phone number is something that I want to change. Right now, this is the phone number of that person, but I will make it to this is the new and updated phone number that I want to change. I will submit this form and then go back to Pabbly Connect to wait for my response. And see, in no time, the response is right here. The email address of the person, the name of the person, and the phone number. These are the three basic details that we required from the form, and they are here in front of us. So, which means that our trigger application has worked successfully. Now we will move on to the second step, that is our action application. But before that, remember that you have to put a filter that only and only if that contact already exists in your HubSpot CRM, then only the updating of the contact has to be done. Otherwise, if there is no contact of same details, then which contact are you going to update from here? If there was no admin user here present, so how are you going to change the contact number for that contact? Right? So we have to put a filter over here. But in order to put a filter, first you have to search a contact for the same name. So our next action will be HubSpot only, but the event is going to be search for a contact with the same details or similar details. So type in the search event field and click on search a contact. Now when you select the event as search a contact, click on connect, add new connection, and then click on connect with HubSpot CRM. It will provide you the options that which is your account, choose your account, and then click on choose. And then the accounts will be connected. The same button that said connect before, it's connected now. And now you have to fill in certain details that will help you find that specific contact. So the matching property, let's say email, because names can be similar, but email is something that is original and unique. So don't get confused for so many email options. You have to choose the simple email, that is this one. Okay, email should be equal to what properties you want after the search and the search value. So first we will put the search value as the email we received from the Jotform response, that was this. We want that search for the email property. Okay, the email should be equal to this given email right here. And what details do you want for that specific contact? You want the first name, choose first name, then again type over here last name, choose last name, and one more thing was there, phone number, and the last one was email. Again, don't get confused, choose the simple alone email, this one. So whenever Pabbly Connect goes to HubSpot CRM to search for an email address which looks like this one that you have received from your Jotform response, that contact's first name, last name, email address, and phone number should be retrieved in the output from here. So we will click on save and send test request and wait for the response. And see, the response is over here. First of all, it says total, which means 1. So one contact exists having the similar email address. And then for that email address, the name is admin. The second name is user. This is the email address. And this is the phone number that is already here. Now we are supposed to change this phone number from here because that contact's phone number has been updated now. First of all, save this step. And now we will put the filter. So we will choose filter over here in the action application. Now filter is a feature that is built inside Pabbly itself. There is no separate way to connect filter by Pabbly because it is inside it only. Now you have to select a label that what should be equal to what over here. That is our Jotform response when comes this email address. It should be equal to the email address that is present in your HubSpot contact, right? Any email address that is received by Pabbly Connect from the Jotform response should be equal to any email address that is present in your HubSpot already. If this is the case, if these two are equal, then only this workflow will proceed forward to update that specific contact. So for this, we will click on save and send test request. And then it will say success. This condition is true, which means for this case that we are right now working upon, both the email addresses are same. So we will save this step. And now we will move to our final destination, that is our action, that is update a contact. So our application is HubSpot CRM and our event is update a contact. Update an existing contact in your HubSpot account. Click on this, click on connect, and now you don't need to connect your account. A new connection is not required over here. Choose select existing connection and save. Now, when you save over here, it will ask you for a contact ID. Here, a contact ID is given, but for this purpose, our contact ID is adm@pabblytudes.com because this is the email address that we have been working upon since so long in this workflow. Okay, you can read for the hint that select the contact to be updated or enter the existing HubSpot CRM contact. So either you can use the ID that is given over here in your search contact, or you can straight away enter the email address of the person if it is available in the drop down menu here. It was available for us, so we mapped it here only. Now there are so many empty fields in this tab, but you don't need to fill all of these. Only look into the details that are required by you. So what are the details? The first name. So you can map the first name from the Jotform response, admin. Then come down to second last name, that is user last name, and then come down to email. Now you don't need to enter email again. Why? Because if you enter email, it will create a separate contact with the same email and the same details but different phone number. Because we have already entered the email address several times in this workflow and also mentioned that the contact that has to be updated is this, the ID of the contact is given over here. So we will no more enter any email address and straight away go to our phone number and update the phone number. So come here to phone number and then search for your phone number from here and enter the phone number. So this is done. Now when this is done, come down to save and send test request. Click on that button and then wait for the response. See, this was the ID of the contact that we saw in the search contact time also. And then you will see that all the responses have been received over here. This is the phone number that is updated. First of all, save the workflow right here. And then we will go to our HubSpot CRM to check if the contact has been updated or not. And yes, see, it just changed right here in front of you. The name is same, the email address is same. There is no contact recreated for the same name, but the phone number has been changed. Okay, so which means that our workflow went successfully. We'll go back to Pabbly Connect. We have already saved the workflow. So let us close all these windows to do a quick recap of our workflow that we just now created. There are so many empty fields over here. All are not necessary for you to be filled. So our workflow went forward in 4 steps. First step was Jotform. We made a form that was to be filled and that responses will be used to update that specific contact. Then we searched a contact with the similar details that we received in the Jotform submission. We used filter by Pabbly to set the rule that only continue if the email address that is received from Jotform is equal to any email address that is already existing as a contact in HubSpot. If that is true, then it will come forward to the last step, that is updating that contact with that email address, and whichever detail needs to be changed will be updated. In our case, today we updated a phone number. So this was the whole workflow. I hope this helped.
Not just these applications, but you can integrate many other applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any issue regarding Pabbly, you can email us at support@pabbly.com. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any doubts regarding our pricing, then you can connect us through this given website. If you found this video helpful in any way, then make sure to share this with your friends and colleagues to make their life easier by creating automations. We will meet in the next video. Till then, do not forget to like our video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.